I rubbed my eyes, hoping I was hallucinating from all the stress I endured moments before. But no, dead bodies were attached to the roof and there was nothing I could do to free them or me from the experience. Intrigued? Want more? Then tell a friend and tune in to Sapphire Bones this Sunday night, January 14th, on the Adult Bedtime Stories for the Creative Soul podcast. Welcome, creative souls, to the Adult Bedtime Stories for the Creative Soul podcast. I am your host, Kiamani, aka the Adult Storyteller, creator of this lovely podcast, author of Shea Butter Rocks and the upcoming novel, The Shogun. We have a short story that will be read tonight, so as always, grab your favorite drink, snuggle in your comfy blanket, and enjoy the show. So let's jump in to Sapphire Bones. He leaned forward to put his hands on his knees. I moved closer toward the wall. All I wanted to do was disappear, away from him, away from the vision of her. Look, I know I'm not the best guy, but I'm not the only one at fault here. A tennis shoe flew past him. He stopped talking. I kept pushing my body against the tunnel wall, hoping that the friction would cause me to explode, leaving him there to deal with the cleanup. But I didn't explode, nor did he stop looking at me. I slid to the ground, hugging my knees with my arms. He put his back against the wall and started slowly hitting his head on the tunnel with his eyes closed. Then it happened. I cannot remember why I looked up at that moment. There were many times I'd run 2-3 miles on the trails, breaking under the tunnel for a quick drink of water or to call a friend. But I never noticed the ceiling until then. Bones were plastered against the roof in such a fashion that it reminded me of a map. I could not hold back my screams as I counted 10, 20, 100 skulls attached, linked together with gold bands. I rubbed my eyes, hoping I was hallucinating from all the stress I endured moments before. But no. Dead bodies were attached to the roof, and there was nothing I could do to free them or me from the experience. I stood to regain my footing in hope that I could get out of there without passing out. But at that moment, I realized I was not alone. I looked at Carl. He stood there looking in the opposite direction of the tunnel. His demeanor was cool, as if he was not shocked by my newfound horror scene. He turned toward me and began to walk in my direction. His eyes were a cold blue color, even though I'd always seen them brown. He grabbed my arm. His touch sent an icy warning to my heart. Go, Anne, go! Sundry moved closer to Talorum. Your father's dagger can give the power to disappear and reappear as you please. I don't just want the dagger. I want to get one of the jewels hidden under the waters. They would not be able to see me, and I would be gone before sunset. Come on, you've never wanted to hold the dagger? Talorum backed up closer toward the door. You'll never get anywhere here without my help, Talorum. Get on the list. Go to Storyteller.com, and that's Tastoryteller.com, and sign up for early release jewels, behind the scenes info, and more. See you there. So there you go. That was a snippet from Sapphire Bones. More on Sapphire Bones coming soon. And if you like what you heard and you want to continue experiencing the adult bedtime stories for the Creative Soul podcast, please consider becoming a supporter today. Supporting the podcast is easy. You can choose to give a one-time donation through Buy Me a Coffee. If you're listening on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review. I'll definitely appreciate it. Or you can become a monthly subscriber through Patreon. With this subscription, you'll receive behind-the-scenes clips, access to listening first parties, and more. All links will be provided in the show notes. Also, if you are an author and you would like a shout out on our podcast show, feel free to contact us at contact@tastoryteller.com. That's CONTACT, the @ symbol, TASTORYTELLER.com, and let us know who you are, what you've written, and what you'd like to be featured. Each episode this year, we will feature an author and showcase their book and information. I can't wait to meet you all. And thank you for tuning in to the Adult Listening Party, where we experience engaging short story samples, spicy poems, and inspiration. Your imagination depends on it. Good night, my creative souls.